Hello. You get to design a project, you get to build it, and you're going to tell yourself that this is the greatest and the best project I've ever worked on. Should any natural disaster occur, that project is going to be gone. You won't see it anymore. But once you choose to identify yourself with anything on the outside of you, it can leave you at the twinkle of an eye. Because anything outside of you, it's not you. You only choose to identify yourself with that, but that is not you. Who you are, that can never be taken away from you, is that on the inside. That can never be taken away from you if you work on that project. I like this quote that you are the greatest project you will ever work on, because that is the truth. Everything on the outside of you is secondary. The only primary thing is that which is on the inside. You can't lose it by any natural disaster. No government is going to come today to tell you that I need this land, so therefore your project needs to go off. Or let me say your name is in the Guinness Book of Record, for instance. Somebody can come and displace you next year. Do you understand me? But that which is on the inside, no one, nobody, nothing on the outside can take it away from you if you don't allow it. The self pyramid is the best pyramid I like. That is the only pyramid I choose to identify myself with if there's ever going to be a need for a pyramid scheme. That is the best pyramid. Now, the first one is self-awareness. Get to know yourself. Be aware of who you are. You know, when you get to know yourself, you get to tell yourself, this is who I am. I am aware of my person. I know what I can do and what I can't do. Do you understand me? I know where I can go and where I can't go. I know what I can eat and what I can't eat. I know what I can wear and what I can't wear. These little things. And once you get to know these little things, nobody can come and tell you to do something without your permission. Because once you're not aware of yourself, if someone to give you food right now to eat, you won't even ask what is in this food. You will just eat it because you don't know what your body can take and what your body cannot take. You are not aware of your health. You don't even know anything about your health status. You just take it in because you see it's nice. But once you get to know yourself, you're aware of who you are. Just understand? This is me. Nobody can tell you to do something without your consent. Nobody. The next one is self-exploration. As kids, we did explore ourselves to every extent because that was fun for us. Do you understand me? We loved it. We like to explore. We want to do things. You're not as in zero fear. Fear is an adult thing. Do you understand? Explore who you are. And once you're aware of this is me, this is what I can do, this is what I can't do, then you begin to explore more versions of you. How many versions of you have you ever seen? Let me use me for instance. If I decided when the knowledge came to me, I don't want this knowledge, take it away from me, I will never know what I can do outside of religion. I will never know what I can be outside of religion. The versions of me I have met since 2015 when I left religion is only self-exploration that can do this. I don't know that, okay, I choose to identify with this particular me. As much as there is a default setting, but I can switch personalities whenever I want to because I have explored myself. Do you understand me? Just like a robot. You want a robot to speak Arabic, the robot is going to switch to Arabic. You want a robot to speak Spanish, the robot is going to switch to Spanish. When once you explore yourself, you get to know yourself in different versions. Do you understand? The next one is self-discovery. Self-awareness, self-exploration lead you to self-discovery. I have discovered myself in different versions. I discovered so many me. Like a clone. I discovered so many me. Whatever face I want to put on today, I am going to put it on. If I get to a particular place and I tell myself that this is the person you ought to be here, I switch. I don't stay one me forever. That is not living. That is not you exploring. I switch. This is who I want to be in this particular location. And when I am done, I'm going to leave that character. That is what happens when you discover yourself. Just like I say that the world is a stage, and you need to wear different characters at any time. Don't tell yourself that I just need to play a John Wick character for the whole of my life. No, don't do that. There's a particular actor I like, and I saw this actor in comedy, and I was like, wow, he loves playing action roles. But he saw himself about to play like a comedian. Let me just use the word like a comedian, even though he was not a comedian in that movie. But he fits in very well. That is what self-exploration will do for you, because you will now discover so many characters that is embedded on the inside of you. You would know without guilt that I can be this character without guilt. This is the role I'm playing today, and I'm going to play it to the fullest of it all without guilt. You're not going to judge yourself on the inside, because this is not a role from the outside. It's you choosing to play this role from the inside of you. That is the beauty. Do you understand? The next one is self-understanding. I know me. I understand who I am. When once you get to understand yourself, do you know what you will never do? You will never put up a defense. Do you understand? Except you're in the court of law. But when someone is talking and the person is trying to describe you, I know me. I understand myself. So that person the person is describing, it's not me. That is not me. So why will I put up a defense? Because that is not me. I understand who I am from the inside out. So what you're saying doesn't even fit me. Doesn't look like me. I have never played that character. So I am not defending that individual you're describing, because that is not me. Do you understand me? That is the beauty of you understanding who you are. Telling yourself that this is who I am. Nobody can tell me that I am another person, because I would not accept that. Do you get me? I love saying something. If someone should describe me in a certain way, and I search that, this does not look like me. Do you know what I say? That is your perception of me. I don't fight it. I don't argue. I don't defend. I just tell the person that is your perception of me. And that's all. That is what self-understanding will do for you. Do you get me? And this one is the one I love so much. Self-love. But once you get to the level of self-love, get ready, because it is a journey of a loneliness, not loneliness, a loneness. You're going to be alone. Yes. Because self-love is going to help you to filter a lot of people out of your life. But once you get to the level of self-love, you're no longer people-pleasing. And once you get to the level of self-love, you're no longer seeking for validation. But once you get to the level of self-love, you're no longer seeking for recognition. In this level, I know me, and I'm going to be who I am. Whosoever I want to be, I'm going to be that person. Do you understand me? Why? In the level of self-love, you come first. You are your number one priority. You don't put anybody above you. In the level of self-love, you meet everybody at the level in which they meet you. You no longer tell yourself, I have to be the bigger person in this situation. No. Being the bigger person often and often is going to drain you. Yes. Because you will tell yourself, at the end of the day, after playing the bigger role, I should have done this, I should have done that. But no. And once you get to the level of self-love, you don't play the bigger person. You meet me here, I meet you here. You meet me here, I meet you here. You meet me here, I meet you here. Do you understand? You create a balance in the scale of living. You're not going to tell yourself, because of the knowledge, then let me be the bigger person, because I have to be the bigger person. No. Do you understand me? Because before you even think of being the bigger person, you must have discussed, you must have talked to that person. But that person is refusing to change. That person is refusing to work on their own self. So before you walk out of the relationship, the friendship, or the partnership, the businessship, whatever ship it is, before you walk out and choose yourself, do you understand? You need to meet people at the level in which they're meeting you. Enough of you wanting to play the bigger person. Do you understand? Enough of you wanting to do that. Because doing that often and often and often is definitely going to drain you. If you're the bigger person here and someone is here, you keep playing that bigger role. You keep playing, you keep playing, you keep playing. plain and plain, you would drain yourself. But if you consciously tell yourself, okay, let me meet you at your level, you did it yourself. It's something you did on purpose. It's not something you did because you want to be the bigger person. It's a character you just chose to play in that moment. You wear the character, you play the role, and you get out of the character. That is the beauty of self-love. Some people see self-love as being selfish. When you say that you're choosing yourself first, if that is how they choose to understand what self-love means, that is to them. That is their perspective. But choosing me first has no business to do with selfishness. I came on earth with me, and I need to choose me first. I am my number one priority. Nobody comes before me. Even your Bible told you, love your neighbor as yourself. The Bible never said that you should love your neighbor more than yourself, as yourself. Meaning, should you love you, should you know the meaning of love? Have you processed love on the inside? You'll be able to share that love with somebody on the outside. Do you understand? And once you stop seeing love only at the level of emotion and seeing love as a state of being, do you understand? Then you'll be able to love everybody, every living organism as you love you. So self-love, to me, that is the best thing. If I want to use the word thing, that is the best thing in the scale of pyramid, in this self-pyramid, sorry. That is the best. Self-love is like the bedrock of it all. Do you understand? Now, the next one is self-transformation. You get to transform yourself. I am no longer the person I used to be because why? I now have self-love. I am no longer that person. That person that you usually use as rag. That person, because self-love is going to activate the inbuilt self-worth inside of you. Since that, I now know my worth. I am transformed. I no longer see every road as a destination for me. Do you understand? I am now the niche. I am the niche. I no longer follow the trend. Because when you're the niche, you don't follow the trend. You transform yourself to that level. I know the path I paved for me. I know the path the universe has paved for me. That is how transformed you are. Do you understand me? That is what has happened to you. If somebody see you, be like, I thought you said you want to do this before. No. It's supposed to be a thing of joy. When people look at you and say, you've changed. You should be happy. You should be pleased with yourself. You have changed. Yes. Because I am meant to change. You don't expect me to be in the cocoon stage forever. How will I fly? Do you understand? How will I fly if I remain in that cocoon stage? But no. But once you hear the word you've changed, you want to feel sad. Nah. On a daily basis, let people see you and tell you you have changed, because that is the beauty of life. Change is meant to be the constant thing in nature. So keep transforming yourself. At every phase of your life, you need to transform. Don't be the same person you were some days ago. Don't be the same person you were some minutes ago. Keep transforming yourself. Keep meeting new versions of you. Keep choosing you. And then we get to the last one, self-mastery. I'm sure you've heard me say this before, that if there is anything we came on earth to do, it is to master ourselves. That is the last one in the pyramid of self. You need to master who you are. And you can't start on the level of self-mastery. You need to go through the level of self-awareness. You need to go through the level of self-exploration. You need to go to the level of self-discovery, self-understanding, self-love, self-transformation before you get to the level of self-mastery. But once you master you, nobody can come and snatch that from you. Some people will see someone that's got involved in an accident and the person's both legs or both hands were amputated. And I read comments like, how come there's still a smile on your face? Do you know why? Because that person no longer identifies with anything on the outside of them. As much as I know that our legs are important, as much as I know that our hands are important, our eyes are important, our ears are important, I understand. I know they are all important to us. Do you get? But once you achieve that level of self-mastery, nothing on the outside can snatch your joy from you. Nothing on the outside can make you depressed. You can be in a country that is experiencing downfall, that is experiencing recession, you will be there and you'll be happy. Do you get me? You'll be very happy. Why? Because you've told yourself that absolutely nothing on the outside can steal my joy from me. Do you understand? You're going to wake up when you achieve the level of self-mastery. You're going to wake up and you will tell yourself, this day is a great day. You don't wait to see how the day is going to play itself. So for you to tell yourself that today is a great day, you won't do that. You will tell yourself that this day is a great day. I choose to be happy today. No matter the circumstances on the outside of me, I choose to be happy today. This is my favorite mantra. I love myself for who I am. That is why everything always works out for me. Because you love you, because you've accepted you, everything will always work out for you. That is self-mastery. But once you achieve the level of self-mastery, do you know what you tell yourself? I am right where I am meant to be. Self-mastery is going to teach you that you need to constantly be in the moment. There is nothing in the past. There is nothing in the future that you need to stay present. That is what self-mastery is going to teach you. So why don't you start now? Don't jump any. There are 7, and they said 7 is the number of perfection. Don't jump any. Start from number 1. And then you keep moving like that. You are the greatest project you will ever work on. Not what you're building on the outside, but what you're building on the inside. That is the best project. So until next time, I am you and you are me. I love you.